people from all over the world. And the topics are so great. And this topic about our words, I think, are very important, and that we can learn a lot. And we can talk to each other and practice our language, and it's just exciting.
So, like as what we have seen on the video earlier, I think everybody has had this encounter wherein you just struggle with the right words to say, especially when you're not aware or when you haven't been into that situation. And for me, like, changing your words, and then it will change people's perspective, or it will also change your perspective with other things. That's for me. How about, let's say, Miss Mitchie?
Yeah, it's very important to speak positive, but I'm not this kind of people. I don't know. I'm not good in speaking, so I have to learn that.
No, you already did. Just one word that already make different. As you just said, like speak a positive word. That is already like mean a lot, right? Yes, you did. Thank you, Ms. G. Wonderful.
Joy and Artie?
For me, I don't really have like the word to change other people, but someone have talked to me like whenever I give up something, or I just don't want to do the thing that I have to. Yeah, it probably would be like, if you don't do today, you don't have the chance to do it. But we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Maybe this is your last chance to do it. So you don't know when the chance will go again. So take opportunity. It might be your last chance, something like that.
Great. Wow.
How about, okay, let's go for Amy first.
I think that it is just what I lack of this kind of things, because I'm a Chinese, growing up at the culture of give pressure to the children, give pressures to the your employee to make you to make effort more to yourself. So I still remember that in China in the 1960s, around that period, we have the Cultural Revolution. So in that time, there is a kind of slogan. It tells you to criticize yourself and criticize each other.
Wow.
That means you find something bad for yourself, and you need to find some others not bad is shortage to make someone know clearly about what you are lacking for, or your shortage is. So I think my mom or my father, my dad's period is this kind of atmosphere in the society, and I grew up at this kind of culture. So now in China, it's much better than before. But I, as a mom, as a parent, I always to find my children lack of this or that. I just worrying about he cannot treat himself properly. I still worrying this kind of. It's quite different between the thoughts in the movie, because it says that you give some edifying, or you give some positive thinking, and then we may make the world different. So now I become a believer. I know that in God's eyes, we are already perfect because of Jesus, and the salvation of the Jesus. We need to treat yourself, even treat others to be in the eyes of Jesus. But I know I need to change, but I still need long time to change completely. I think today's topic is very good. It really needs a long time to change, and really need every day, every minute to remind this kind of thoughts. It's really in the culture of the past China is really very destroyable to many people. I think it's generation to generation. Yeah, we still need a long time to change.
Wow. Thank you.
That was an eye opener.
Yeah, it's really eye-opening and also help us to see a new thing too. Yeah. David.
I also want to say thank you to Amy. That was so I feel a little shy. What I wanted to share, I have a favorite song. There's an American artist who goes by the name Toby Mac, and he has a song called Speak Life. And I've tried to both practice that myself as well as share that with my students, that my words should bring life to others.
Really, like the word that we speak, I think can either give life or bring destruction, right? And I mean, if we love life, we choose life, and we select the word that we say to build up, to edify more than destroy. I think for me that will make my world different, because also the way how not just people talk, say something to me, but also how I say or think toward myself also. You know, like if we think, hey, we can't, then we just can't, because the word is already pull us down. But when we say, well, I am beautiful, I'm precious, I'm able, I can do it, God is able. I think on this confession is really life to us.
God wants us to change ourselves first. And first it's started I believe started in family, when I communicate with my parents and my relatives. Only God can change our hearts, because only his words is powerful, and only his one word can touch our heart. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's like when we change our thinking, our whole world changes, right? Like when we receive something from God, it can really transform everything. It's amazing, the power of a word. Truth, right? It just brings life to whole family.
You feel after that God know when you thought God know your heart, and what do you he know what I am thinking for yesterday or last week.
Another thing about the words, like if you think about the power of words and how they can impact our lives and change our lives, we should also be aware of the power of our own words, that everything is to be encouraging and edifying, because, you know, you can't take words back once they're said. You can't take them back. So thinking of, it just made me think when Murad was talking, like the power of words that change your life, that we want that impact on other people, that what we say is always encouraging.
Emma, can you share with us?
And it's really something happened recently, I think, because now I'm studying my master degree lesson, and it's really a new field for me. I haven't learned before, so it would be a tough time for me. I complained about with my parents about the lesson and the course I studied, and one day I think my parents said, "Oh, don't worry, we're here." I think it's really make me feel like they're a backup of me, and I'm so encouraged by that, and I have the motivation to continue my study, to challenge myself.
That's so sweet. That really is, to know you have that support, just to hear those few words. That's amazing.